Hello and welcome to Trivia Galaxy. Today we have 22 questions to test your knowledge of Season 1 of Downton Abbey. Question 1. What was the big news the family received in the first episode of Season 1? It was the sinking of the Titanic and the death of the two of the relatives, including the heir to the title, Patrick. Question 2. Why did the servants iron the newspapers in the morning? Answer: to dry the ink so that his lordship would not get his hands dirty with ink. Question 3. What was the Dowager Countess's response when Matthew spoke of how he will find time for the estate when he is also working as a lawyer? This is one of the funniest lines. "What is a weekend?" she asked. Question 4. Carson had belonged to a stage troupe in his earlier life. What was the name of the act? It was the Cheerful Charlies. Question 5. What was Gwen hiding in her room? Answer: a typewriter. Gwen was taking a course on secretarial work. Question 6. Mr. Pamuk died in Mary's bed. Where was he from? Mr. Pamuk was from Turkey. Question 7. In the 1880s, Downton was in financial trouble. How was it saved, according to Robert? By marrying a rich American, Cora. Question 8. When Mrs. Patmore accidentally put salt instead of sugar on the dessert, who was the first to taste it at that dinner? It was Sir Anthony Strellan. Question 9. At the annual flower show, what accusation did Mrs. Crawley make to the Dowager Countess? She accused the Dowager Countess of winning the best bloom every year unfairly. Question 10. What is the name of Lord Grantham's dog? The name is Isis, a very beautiful golden lab. Question 11. What political movement was Lady Sybil interested in? It was the suffragette movement. She wanted equal rights, like voting for women. Question 12. What is the name of the new chauffeur in Season 1, and what did Lord Grantham offer to him during their first meeting? His name is Tom Branson, and Lord Grantham allowed him to borrow books from his library. Question 13. In Season 1, Daisy lied about Mr. Bates to Mr. Carson. What did she say, and why did she lie? Daisy confirmed Thomas and O'Brien's lie that Mr. Bates had stolen some wine. Daisy did it because she liked Thomas. Question 14. What did Thomas and O'Brien steal to hide in Mr. Bates's room? They took a snuff box from his lordship's collection. Question 15. Who wrote a letter to the Turkish ambassador to reveal Mary's impropriety when Mr. Pamuk died? It was Lady Edith. Question 16. What was Lady Sybil's response when Gwen said that Anna was like a sister and wouldn't betray her? Her response was, "Well then, she's not like my sisters." Question 17. What is the name of the cook in Crawley House who stood in for Mrs. Patmore when she went for surgery? That would be Mrs. Bird. Question 18. Why didn't Mary accept Matthew's proposal? Her mother was pregnant at the time, and Mary was worried that if the baby was a boy, then Matthew would not be the one to inherit the estate, and he would go back to just being a lawyer. Question 19. Who did Anna go to visit in London to get more information about Mr. Bates's situation? Anna went to see Mr. Bates's mother, who revealed that he had confessed to stealing when all along it was his wife Vera who did it. Question 20. What did Daisy do to the soup when Mrs. Bird was cooking at the big house? Daisy had added water and soap. Luckily, Mrs. Bird had told her that the soup was for upstairs, when in fact this soup was actually for the servants. Question 21. Why was O'Brien angry with Cora, and what did she do? This was so utterly wicked. Cora was helping her mother-in-law find a new maid, and O'Brien mistakenly thought that she was going to be fired. So O'Brien left soap on the floor of Cora's bath, who then slipped and lost the baby. Question 22. Mr. Carson was planning to dismiss Thomas at the end of season 1. Why didn't he have to fire him? Thomas was pretty clever. He had anticipated being drafted for the war and decided to train for the medical section ahead of time. Okay, hope you enjoyed this trivia quiz. Please give us a like and subscribe. See you next time.